Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost start today's evening show. Okay, so I can see one report from social media from CNBC, where they call the talk show the Cronkies are the most valuable sporting empire, like sports empire in 2025. When I saw that report, I was like, what in this one mean? You get, so I can try to do some digging. In fact, the way it was reported on social media, you will see where they call it talk say Arsenal owner Cronkies Sports and Entertainment (KSE) are the most valuable sports empire in 2025 with a valuation of $21.2 billion. They are 5.7 billion more than any other sports empire. Now, you go ask yourself, say, what does this mean? So I can go look for the source article. Go look for CNBC. We put out this particular report. Now, CNBC's most valuable sports empire 2025. Here's how the top 20 empires in the world, they're talking global, how they stack up. Now, when you look at the list, first on the list, Cronkies Sports and Entertainment, KSE. So 21.17 billion, the approximate to 21.2. So the people with they and Stanley Kroenke, owner, chairman, Josh Kroenke. By the right, I know screenshot everything. By the right, you can see how many clubs them get. Arsenal there, Colorado Rapids, so many LA Rams, there plenty for that place. So when you look the list, they come down. So when you look at people there for number 4. Now Liverpool owners with that Fenway Group. So when you read, come down, come see all the people the way they run everything. You go see the Glazers. The Glazers then they there for number 12. So the Glazers are valued at 10 billion. You get. Now I call the one that say Manchester City say they be Babalo where they come dey. I come see Man City they number 20. Man City are valued as the because when they say sports empire, the owner will get plenty clubs. This is a conglomerate. So them they valued at 7.65 billion. I couldn't wonder say if Arsenal get this type of owner, will they value this much? Why become they suffer since? Why they not going to invest money in the club? So now what you going to bust my brain since? And I'm not going to know, well, thank God. So when God don't touch your heart, the company will say they go invest into the club now. You get, no matter say how much they don't spend, maybe just 200 million. How much Man City don't spend January and over like 300 million. But at least now still something. Even though then they start late, they pump in the money the way we like. Nobody say they never they invest before, but it is not substantial investment. Before we had to sell before we buy. But now at least they see the pushing, you get, they help us the runner early, you get, bring the square pegs and put them in the square holes. Are they very, very happy? So for me, this came to me as a surprise that we are the most valuable sporting empire in the world. Well, it is a positive news, but how does it translate into Arsenal and the fans see the difference? Again, they see the investments. What could they see from now moving forward? Whether they will invest like this as they go, I mean they will go back to their old ways. Now, away from that, because they get another breaking news. Say you get one small striker where Arsenal won't sign. You get the guy in Salford, they play for Salford under 17. So the guy named now Will Wright. So Liverpool don't be go say the one side the guy Liverpool offers 100,000. But Arsenal go there, bust everywhere, offer 250,000 plus add-ons. So from the look of things, so I saw the talk say now Arsenal and go end up signing the player is a 17-year-old. And I don't go lie for you, I watch videos of the guy on social media. These guys score 40 goals. 40 for Salford. They are under 17 distance. 40 goals in a season. So now one of the things we make Arsenal say, this money, it will make sense. Make them go sign and the guy gets like in future it brights like mad. You get, so Arsenal already go carry the player, go just the watch. And see, look at now the striker stands at 6'3" and netted over 40 goals for Salford's youth team last season. So that's why Arsenal say, okay, let's say since you don't lose Obi Matichido, but go say I will carry this one, go groom am, you get. Now so everywhere be. If they take money, come bust everywhere, carry your own. You say carry money, go bust everywhere, carry another person prodigy. Now so it be. All right, away from that. So Fabrizio Romano going to give us updates. Going to let us know, say Inter Milan, they prepare official bid. Say they would like to sign Atalanta winger in Ademola Lookman. So Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid, they don't come for the race, they're interested. Napoli FC, they're interested. So as it be, in fact, Atletico need to sell one player before them go buy. But Inter Milan, they prepare to bid for the player for 40 million. The one bid he gets. So I don't know whether Arsenal, they eye this guy. I know he's on the list, our transfer list, our wish list. But whether we go move ahead, go sign up. And that one I don't really know. Yeah, but more just to watch whether Inter go sign the guy. I mean, I don't know if you get time. I know just no shot, but as Fabrizio already dropped the updates, myself, I will let you know how things they unfold over there. Now, away from that also. All right, so this particular image, where you see on your screen, so this image, you don't bring a lot of conspiracy theories. Now, Dean Henderson and Kelleher, they don't join Brentford, and I want to believe they'll be in the first 11. Now, TNT Sports Football, want to let everybody know, say Liverpool's final Premier League game of next season, now against Brentford. And Henderson and Kelleher will return to Anfield. Get. Now, people going to argue, say, if that match, now go decide title race, what if they guarantee, say, Kelleher, if they keep for Brentford, you know, go allow goals enter, Sarah, so that Liverpool will win the league. Like, you could say, you know, possible, Jare, but Baba, you never can tell. It could look like a conspiracy theories now, but Baba, people don't think, the thing don't go far. People they think and say, what if? But me, I won't believe, say, you know, go be like that year we say we are Man City carry the thing, reach final lap, final week. I don't think, say, go both see them carry two different trophies, one day Emirates, one day Etihad. I don't think, say, we will find ourselves in that type of situation. Now, my own personal belief, but we'll just watch that. Now, away from that, so when you say 15-year-old talent Max Dolman is training with the Arsenal senior squad during the preseason, because you know, say this guy don't they eligible to feature in the Premier League fixtures this next season when it comes. So I can't wait to see him. But I know, say, the way they want to get a lot of playing time last season, he no go really see him for the EPL. But when it comes to the domestic cups and the Champions League, I think he will play, because for the Champions League, it will be the same format. So if we don't already qualify, get our automatic ticket, enter round of 16, maybe 2 games to spare. Why not? Why can't we play Max Doman? Like I see it happening, you get. So we'll just watch. If it will still play EPL, we never can tell, you get. We might, especially match if we see we don't go for they knock somebody 3-0, get 15 minutes to go. Why not if we bring them in? Maybe they can stretch their legs. So the possibility it will always be there. Now, Fulham can they make approach according to TalkSport to Arsenal, say them go they interested in signing Reiss Nelson again. So they really like the player. I know to me I don't talk him before. Say the player himself won't go there because himself they don't consider him a surplus to requirement. Arsenal self won't try to sell to bring money. But what you call here is so Fulham they approach Arsenal based on loan package. Because Fulham have reportedly contacted Arsenal to resign forward Reiss Nelson, the 25-year-old, and spends the 2024-2025 campaign on loan at the West London club, making 12 appearances. But whether Arsenal will let him go out on loan again or a permanent transfer, how much does he even have left on his contract? I can't really see for now. But look at the watch. I think a permanent resolution to this guy deal will really make sense. Make him just get clarity, make come up, because somebody like Reiss Nelson in the past, now the type of player who would they look for when would they try to see how would they come back to top 4. But now, maybe say our mind not to win something. Baba, Osayi, so no space. You get. So I think the best thing we go do and make him come out now. Who join the Fulham, we really appreciate him, because even the London Evening Standard waiting on the matter. So they call the talk and say Nelson spent last season on loan at Fulham, and BBC reports that the club has contacted Arsenal about resigning the winger. So Moku just watch. It's claimed that a deal is likely to be another loan, with the Gunners potentially keen for a departure to be completed before they leave their preseason tour on Saturday. So Moku just to see how everything will unfold at the end of the day. Now, away from that, so I think we've taken this story, no need to come and be repeating it. Now, Fabrizio Romano going to share fresh updates on Arsenal signing Rodrygo. Now, Baba Conde explains, see, Arsenal love the guy internally. Nobody they argue that one. They get say they really really like him. In fact, look at carry you go the quotation for Fabrizio Romano. He said for sure they spoke to the agents of Rodrygo. He's a player they love internally, but it's easy to sign Rodrygo with mouth, with just mouth words. You have to reach an agreement with Real Madrid, and you have to even reach personal terms with Rodrygo and pay his salary. It's not a cheap deal. So Arsenal are aware of potential difficulties on this one, but for sure, Rodrygo is a player appreciated. Nobody they argue him. Now, when you read this particular report from Give Me Sport, read and go down. You consider they're going to make comparison between between Rodrygo and Eberechieze. Say who will make sense make Arsenal sign now, because when you sign Eberechieze, he helps you solve two problems. When you sign Rodrygo, he fixes just one problem. So, and when you look at their match statistics, the comparison, look at Eberechieze playing 34 matches, scoring 8 goals and giving 8 assists for last season. Look at Rodrygo, 30 games, 6 goals and 5 assists. When you now compare that, Eberechieze dey play for the league already, so you no get that risk of acclimatization, blending like a blender, giving time. Rodrygo, if they come, that thing go dey hang over in head. So when you look at this, who you can't think say very priority, where Arsenal supposed to sign now. So Eberechieze wins it all day long, but more just to watch. That's why I feel say if Arsenal getting on the Madueke and they bring in Eberechieze, they might not bring Rodrygo because they don't have that financial clout or the ability to make it a reality. I don't talk that thing before. Say me no see him because say if you happen, I go dey very very shocked, and everybody know will give you the guy, say they don't give you on a loan with an obligation to buy, or say maybe carry on a season-long loan. I don't think that's happening. You get so. But more just to watch, especially when the likes of Bayern, they dangle money for their front, say, okay, 100 million, come on. Yeah, I don't think say it will happen, but more just to watch. Anywhere they go, I will let you know. Now, for this next season, we will enter now. The call they talk say, ahead of the World Cup, it gets. In fact, say they only consider making some changes to the VAR. We're going to hear say VAR for World Cup 2026 may check corner kicks and second yellow cards at the World Cup, that the football lawmakers, IFA, may consider increasing VAR's powers to cover corner kicks and second yellow cards before next year's World Cup, according to the Times. Now, when you look at these two things, for corner kicks, I don't think we need that. Corner, come on. But for second yellow card with a little red card, yes, there needs to be oversight on that one, because referee still do mistake, give you second yellow for something we don't deserve second yellow. Like that way, declare whether I bought the kick, I waiting do, but they don't get a yellow card. Obviously, they say, oh yeah, go outside. So those type of things, VAR come into come check and say, what's happening now? Because red card now big, so they all rescind them. But I know just no shot. What could they watch? For me personally, that corner own, it is not needed. But second yellow, they're very, very important, because if you use a spoil game, that made me idea. All right, let's bring you first message from one of our sponsors, Sporia Logistics and Delivery Services. So they're into import and exports, pick-up delivery, doorstep delivery, courier delivery, haulage, transport logistics, and dispatch and errand services. Now, if you want to ship to USA, Canada, UK, and Europe, the FIAP runner. Even if you want to receive from these destinations, the FIAP runner. Now, if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 807547 8645 or 08092445644, and that shop of their head office is at Block D, Shop 41, Binukono Ultra Modern Market, Ojota, Lagos, and the Ikorodu office is at number 28, Oriwu Road, Italewa, Ikorodu, Lagos State. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Now, when you get videos, when they see, when they talk, say, Kai Havertz dey para for Arsenal training session. Say the guy dey bad. They see Kai Havertz now. Kai Havertz don't build, they don't rip. As in the guy dey para. Whether not because of the location them bring, everybody want try to impress. So she'll say, oh my, it's still plenty of my body, but Baba, whether I like it or yes, you know they for first 11 in the game. Yes. So we need you on the bench to sit down there and observe. So that the way it be. So we'll just watch as all those things they go. Now, away from that also, CHUKS going to tell us, say, I know Arsenal are very happy with the price they paid for Noni Madueke. They believe it matches up with what other players of Madueke's profile have moved for this summer. And they are adamant that in a couple of years' time, people will look at it as an excellent piece of business because Arteta has really been pushing this deal. He believes Madueke can thrive in an environment like Arsenal, and he does not view him as a backup for Bukayo Saka. He's bringing him to play a lot of games. Now, whether on the right or on the left, see, I don't talk about before, say, based on versatility, we don't know how the season will go. God forbid, we have a major injury like last season. We go better day prepared now. If the type of injury we get last season happen now, we go day prepared to go through them. You get all those kind of Merino where they play this thing, you know, go see them because we don't they sport with so much options. Now so it be. You get. So I think I know what thing they do. And people keep forgetting that Madueke has a resale value. How old is he? 23 years old. In the next 4 years, he won't go enter peak. In the next 4 years, he will enter peak. So now I can speculate positively and say in the next 4 years, under a manager like Arteta, I expect him to become a deadly winger. He's still learning the ropes. He's 23. You get. So he's not fortunate enough to do under this type of manager way here the bar. So God don't do it for I don't come here. So we'll just see how we can refine. The talent is there, you can see it. The pace, the trickery, they are all there. You only somebody who will refine all these raw materials, package them into a finished good. So we say usually go say go for. So now waiting at that they try to do. So we could just watch and see how all this things go unfold at the end of the day. Now, this Jorel Hato, where Arsenal the reason before say the one sign is a fullback. Now Chelsea don't they lead the race for the Ajax defender. So at the same Liverpool and Arsenal are also interested. They observe that more just to see whether Arsenal will go back for this guy. I don't really know. Or more just watch that we will really go back for him, go sign him. Now the Athletic can't even let us know say Arsenal don't put 4 players officially in the markets. You get so people like Reiss Nelson, Albert Sambelo Konga, Fabi Vieira, and Karl Hein, they are on the sale list now. They are on the market. Although Zinchenko still move, you get, but even Jacob Kiv yourself, they never really know what they saw. But then this one, they don't put them there. Then Maldini Kakuri, this guy said they plan to carry Mingo out on loan. That guy said very potential. Get Mingo out on loan, go flex him muscles, get gather more experience before he go come back. We'll see how everything will be. All right, our second message from our second sponsor is from Moby Wealth Associates and Co Limited. They are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 at Carnival Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the night, I'm referring to the Chrome case, will be our owners. They are the most valuable sports empire in 2025 with a value of $21.2 billion, more than the value of the owners of Manchester City, the City Group, more than the owners of Liverpool, the Fenway Group, more than the Manchester United. Come on, I don't say our owner did much value like that. So the question now becomes, why have they not been spending money at Arsenal with reckless abandon? Why did we have to sell before we buy in previous times or in recent times? Well, we'll just believe say don't turn a new leaf. Let's see how things unfold from here on out. Now, I think it's a fine thing for us to call the show and ends that come your way tomorrow morning to give you the money in. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night and a good night. I've been at your mouth. All right, guys. Ciao.